Hey beer tubers, it's Ryan back with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Thanks for joining me for another pint today. Gonna do another British beer. This is from Wells & Young's, and this is the Wells Bombardier. This is a 5.2% ESB or extra bitter. I don't know, there's a bunch of names for this type of beer. They all involve being a bitter, which is like a style of English Pale Ale. So this one's actually been getting some reviews lately, so I don't think I've ever had it. I might have bought it a long time ago when I was getting into British beers, but I don't think I've ever bought one. So it's about time I figured I'd give this thing a try, get a proper review of it. What I do like about Wells is they do have a best by date on the bottle. This one is the 19th of May 2011, so this one's still good for a couple more months. I don't know how long that is from when they bottled it. I don't know if it's 6 months. I'm guessing it's probably about 6 months. But let's get the appearance on this beer. Really nice ESB color, just a really nice golden kind of amber color on there. Darker golden into amber range, very clear, very low carbonation, which is kind of what you expect from English style beer. Got about 2.5 fingers of head on this thing. It's about an off-white head, maybe a touch of yellow in there, but really creamy looking head, mostly small bubbles on it. And yeah, just like prototypical English style bitter. So let's get the aroma on it. Yeah, it's got that real nice English, British character on the nose. They're using Fuggle hops, so that lends to like a spicy kind of peppery into like earthy kind of character. Get a little bit of that on the nose, but then you just get malt and yeast. You get a lot of the fruity, estery yeast notes that these British beers, they ferment these yeast strains at certain temperatures where it just creates a lot of fruitiness to the beer. Usually the kind of, not like a Belgian strong ale where it's dark fruits. This one's more into the medium like stone fruits, like pears, apples, kind of that kind of aroma. So you get that, and then you also get a nice caramel malt character on it as well. Alright, so I'm ready to dig in. Cheers. Yeah, that's real nice. Very, very smooth. You notice that low carbonation? It doesn't attack your tongue like a lot of beers do. Yeah, it's got a nice fruit character on this thing. Not a dry beer by any means. A lot of lingering quality to it. Yeah, big time fruits on this. You do get caramel like toffee like malt character, but man, a ton of fruits. You get a little, like big time. I get a lot of pear on this one. Like a sweet pear. Get a little bit of like an apple character in there as well. Right towards the end, I also get a little bit of a hop bite. You certainly get those Fuggle hops. A little bit of a spice note. Gives it kind of like a bit of a peppery finish before it goes down your throat. And the fruit complexity of this beer with the yeast strain, adding in the malts, it's really nice. You can start picking up more things. Certainly get like some apple, get some pear, but then there's also like almost like a, not like a dark grape, but more of like a, just like a red grape kind of character to it. And that kind of adds into the kind of sweeter, fruitier side of the beer as well. But yeah, it's very well balanced because there's some sweetness in there with those kind of caramel toffee malts. But yeah, just amazing what the Brits can do with a 5.2% beer. Just getting a lot of these complex flavors. They definitely let the yeast have a lot of character, and then they have their very English style hop varieties adding another layer of complexity to it. I do like the Thomas Walken beer a little better than this one, although that one I can't remember if that was a regular bitter or not. If This one's more towards the ESB at 5.2%. I think that one was 4.2%. But I like that one a little more. That had the amazing character for 4.2%. So, but this one's still going to get a B from me. This is a above average beer. It's highly drinkable, smooth, everything you want from a beer. I mean, this would get a much better rating, probably into an A range if I were able to have it on cask or a fresh keg of it. Because I think this would be amazing in that format. But as far as being in the bottle, it's a really solid above average beer. If you've never had like British style ales, I mean, let these things warm up. You don't want to be drinking them straight out of the refrigerator. Let them warm up to at least 50 degrees, if not 55, borderline 60 degrees, because you really start getting the complexity of the beer. If you drink it too cold, you're not going to get as much out of the beer. So until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.